The European Spec Toyota Corolla, aka the banker's car, is a quite inexpensive Corolla you can buy in Nigeria, unlike the Asian Spec, which prices are skyrocketing on a daily basis. Funny enough, the Europe Spec was the original intended spec for the Europe and African market. Like, that's the model they literally built for us to buy. Now wow. But Nigerians just have a way of turning things around. This 9th generation European Spec Toyota Corolla is a Corolla you can afford if you want the Corolla nameplate in your garage. The 9th generation European Spec Corolla was launched in August 2000 and it came in two major body types, a standard 4-door sedan and a 5-door wagon. The sedan is known and popular as the commuter car for Nigerian bankers, obviously before the Honda Civic took over from it. Today, we'll be talking about why the 9th generation Toyota Corolla Europe and African specification is the cheap Corolla you can buy in Nigeria. This is Oluwatobi Jetro Cars. Without further ado, let's go on with the video. A foreign used bank type Corolla sells for almost the same price as the Asian Spec. There is not much of a difference there. This Corolla sells for close to 4 million naira on the foreign used car market, but still significantly cheaper than the Asian Spec, which goes for way much more. Where this Corolla Spec shines more in terms of pricing is in the Nigeria used car market. Finding a very good Nigerian used bank type Corolla for a fairly cheap price is pretty easy. Good examples could go for as low as 1.3 to the 1.5 million naira range. I tell you, for that price, it's really cheap. Basic and simple is the definition of this Corolla's design. Unlike the Asian version, the European Spec Corolla has a more boxy kind of look to it. This is obviously because of the different headlight and tail lamp style and general different front and rear end styling. This generation Corolla shares the same shell and structure. Same with the interior, it's the same interior arrangement, like there's not so much different. Same plastics, same gauge cluster, same steering wheels, same gear knobs, same seats, same pedals, same placement and positioning of everything. The only major difference are the dials used for some controls in the Asian Spec. The European Spec used buttons for AC and climate control, and that's it. Other than that, everything else is the same. Power is generated from a 1.6 liter VVTi engine or from a 1.8 liter VVTi engine. Same engine in the Asian Spec Corolla, but with different variations. They are also available with diesel engines, but nobody buys those here. Power output on the 1.6 liter is spec'd at 110 brake horsepower, paired to a 4-speed automatic or a 5-speed manual. All are front-wheel driven. The manual is the most common one here in Nigeria. Good luck finding one with the automatic. Them do, but they aren't as common and as cheaper as the manuals. Corollas have a very strong record of retaining its resale value in the country. Same can be said for this generation European Spec Corolla, especially here in Nigeria, or let me just say it doesn't hold its value as well as the Asian Spec. Even though this Corolla is somehow inexpensive, they very well tried, but the Nigerian used car market isn't at all favorable to this Corolla Spec. If you want a Corolla with a good resale value, buy the Asian Spec. The 9th generation Toyota Corolla is not a car plagued with multiple of problems as one would expect, but this Corolla is heavily criticized by Nigerians for having some certain minor issues, like clutch issues in the manual. Other than that, it's a pretty basic and rugged ride, like very rugged. But when buying one of these in Nigeria, be sure to be thorough with the inspection. You get why. The European Spec Corolla is obviously the same like every other Corolla spec in its generation. It's just that the Asia and US market spec has captured the heart of Nigerians. It has the Corolla's uniform fuel economy, it's super reliable, and maintenance is very cheap. It's just less desirable to Nigerian consumers. But not to thieves. This is one model car thieves loves to steal and also vandalize them for its parts. Like I said earlier, this spec shares a lot of components with the Asian spec, which is totally attractive to thieves. If you think buying one of these will make car thieves get off your back, na lie you. Other than that, this is a pretty good Corolla and effectively cheaper. If you find a very good deal on a very good example, I strongly recommend you buy it. What's your thought? Let me know what you think in the comment section and why you think Nigerians prefer the Asian spec to this European spec Corolla. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get alerts of new videos. This is Oluwatobi Jetro Cars. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Stay awesome. Ciao.